have a couple rapid fire questions that I want to ask.
Hopefully I'm quick.
Yeah. If you want one-word answers, or if you have more to say, feel free. No limit at all. But I'll just fire through the questions after you answer.
Now I'm nervous.
Who's an artist that heavily influenced your sound?
I would say India.RE for sure. I love Amy Winehouse. I love Wes Montgomery, who's this jazz guitarist who's absolutely incredible.
Oh.
I'm listing so many, and you said one, so I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay, all right. One instrument you would love to master?
I feel like it'd be sick to know the saxophone and just play Careless Whisper.
Oh yeah.
Just like whip it out. Like that would be my party trick.
Saxophone is, oh my goodness, it's like playing with like a woodwind instrument as well as like, crazy amount of talent needed.
It's so sick, yeah.
What's the first album you fell in love with?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I would say one that I remember being like, wow, I really love this is Continuum by John Mayer. I remember just being so obsessed with the guitar parts and the melodies and the songwriting of that record.
Nice. Live band or studio recording, what's more exciting?
Ooh, for me?
Yeah.
Live band or studio recording? I would say live band. I think a studio it sounds like really cool to like, oh, I'm going to the studio, you know. But it's a lot of like mechanics, and it's not super natural, you know, like in the way that you would sing it. Like you sing one line like over and over again, and like parts are done differently and stuff. So sometimes it can feel a little isolating versus like with a live band, like the spirit and the energy is there, which is really beautiful. So
I guess maybe the proper comparison would have been like studio recording or live performance, maybe. But yeah, I guess it works the same way. Yes. Do you typically perform with a band, or?
I've started to play more with the band, which has been really exciting. For the longest time, it was just like me and my guitar.
Yeah.
But it's really fun to like play with other people and like build things out.
For sure.
So I've been having fun playing with other people.
Neat. Okay, first song you ever wrote. Do you still remember the lyrics?
You know what? Actually, yes. It was on a xylophone, and it was called Piano.
Wow.
I think that tells you all you need to know. Like, it was not good at all.
Is a xylophone a type of piano? I don't know if that's the same family.
Right? Like, are they cousins? Are they just? See, I don't know.
Good one though. I like it. I don't know. I didn't say you have to say the lyrics, but as long as I just want to see if you remember them. What's a city you'd love to perform in but haven't yet?
Ooh. Okay. I have 3. Which I hope that's okay.
That's fine, yeah.
Atlanta, because I know the R&B community there is like, wow,
absolutely.
Next level. London as well, because I know the appreciation for R&B there is also like so beautiful. And then Sao Paulo, because I feel like fans in South America, like whenever I see like concerts of my favorite artists, like they're so passionate about music.
Absolutely.
And so I feel like it would be so much fun to play for people who are just such huge lovers of music. So
for sure, and like rightfully so. Like I think The Weeknd had a show there last year. Incredible. I haven't seen, or maybe it's The Weeknd or Chris Brown. I'm not quite sure if I'm mixing one or the other up, but I think they both performed in Sao Paulo like last year, and it was like better than anything I'd ever seen in North America, honestly. Something about that destination particularly.
Yeah, there's something in the water there.
Yeah.
And I like it.
What's one Nigerian dish everyone needs to try at least once?
Okay, well, I think you already know the answer. Jollof rice made by Nigerians is like next level, and it's where it's at. I think it's probably the best thing out there. There's also like, I really like, we have this thing called akara, which is really good, and you have that with bread. But I would say Nigerian jollof.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask you the question that follows that because it's controversial. I already know your answer. What's a non-music related skill or hobby that you're really good at?
I love baking.
Wow.
I love baking so much, to my detriment, because I'm obsessed with cake. I think my parents always like, okay, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it's been the same thing. But yeah, I would say I'm a cake and a spaghetti connoisseur.
Spaghetti's great.
Yeah,
Spaghetti's great.
It's so underrated, I feel like. I feel like people don't appreciate spaghetti enough, but
And I think the great thing about spaghetti is like it can either be a struggle meal or a delicacy. Like it can be one or the other. Like it doesn't matter.
Dichotomy, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What's the best concert you've ever attended?
Ooh. Wow, that's a really good question.
Or maybe the last concert that you've attended?
Okay, my friend Desiree Dawson, who's a local artist in the city, is one of my favorite performers like ever. I love watching her, and there's just such a beautiful like storyline that's always present in all of her performances, and like everything is just so intentional, and she's someone that also speaks a lot about like social and political issues as well, and just does it so seamlessly through her music. So I would say Desiree.
Okay.
Desiree Dawson.
Great,
Yeah.
great. And last one here. What's the last song you've played on repeat?
Oh, Yes It Is by Leon Thomas.
Oh, that's
That man is so talented. Like, whew.
That album with Mutt?
Yeah. One of my favorites. Like, and I think that he just released a remix of Mutt with Chris Brown.
With Chris Brown, I heard that.
Leon Thomas is so talented.
Chris Brown went crazy on that.
The run, like, yeah, vocal mastery, just yeah.
Absolutely.
Burning these bridges. I keep on stacking these digits. Money unless they could buy the new business. I made a million